of the best things we can do for cyclists and triathletes is teach you how to lock your rib cage and pelvis together to allow you to have proximal stiffness to get distal motion. Today, we're going to look at a modification for the McGill curl up or the McGill crunch that will help you if you can't get your hands into the position behind your lower back. All you need is a towel, or in this case, a sweatshirt. So the McGill curl up is often butchered, unfortunately. So many well-meaning people have tried to make videos how to do the McGill curl up. I honestly have found only 3, one of which we have made here on Human Vortex Training, which is up somewhere on the screen, right side, left side, I don't remember. We're recording for the first time in a while. So there's a button up there. You can actually see the regular McGill crunch that we did with intern Tristan back in 2017. There's 2 other videos with Dr. McGill himself. And what I'm going to show you today is how to adapt it if your shoulders are not very happy being in that position, because part of the McGill curl up is bolstering your natural arch in through your back. And one of the things that we can do here, instead of using the triangle in your hands, is simply to roll up your sweatshirt. What we're looking to do is create a little bit of an arch. You can also use a regular bath towel as well. And we just want something that will support the normal arch in your back. So from here, I'm going to get down into the position. So coming down in a nice spine-friendly way, from here, rolling over, and then we can move on to the towel or the sweatshirt. So what I'm looking for out of this is the sweatshirt should actually support my natural arch. From here, we can have our fingers cued. This is also very useful if you're learning how to get the bracing correctly from the full 360-degree midsection instead of the 6-pack. Now from here, my shoulders should be relaxed, my head should be relaxed, and what we're looking for is to get that brace. So the McGill crunch itself, one leg is bent, one leg is straight. The leg that's bent, we want to make sure we have full contact with the ground, and we're pushing just a little bit with the glute to kind of corkscrew the pelvis down into the ground. Now from here, I'm looking to brace my midsection enough, bringing my rib cage down, and this is the point of pivot. So my head and my ribs are locked together. The point of pivot is through the rib cage. I'm going to brace enough that my head is hovering off the ground as if there is a scale underneath and the scale wants to read 0. That's all we need. So when I brace properly, I can feel that the rolled up towel or sweatshirt is supporting my lower back. So I'll show you here. I'm pushing in, brace. I'm going to hold here for 7 to 10 seconds and relax. The support for the lower back is extremely important as you go through this. If you don't have the support for the back, often what happens is you'll flatten the back, you'll move more from the pelvis. We commonly see that with the cyclists that we work with. And really the McGill crunch is dialed in to help you learn how to keep great posture. So we want the diaphragm, the pelvic floor to be aligned with one another. That way, all of the muscles that come off of the spine and support the spine can act like guy wires for a radio tower, where if one is too tight or too loose, the radio tower is going to lose the ability to stand nice and tall. So the McGill crunch itself, a number of cyclists have had issues with the shoulders cramping, or they can't put the hands in that position because it creates tension in through the neck or the chest. This is the modification for that. Now, one more thing to mention. Another thing that we've noticed is a number of cyclists tend to say that their neck and head start to get sore because they're in this position from being in riding position. If that's the case, you can take another small towel, roll it up under the head until the head is neutral for you. We don't want to be all the way up here, but just like a dish towel folded over into quarters should be enough to keep the head. And even then, you still want to brace enough that you feel that the head is hovering off of that dish towel. But that would be the other thing, is just having a mat or a rolled up towel under your head to help you in that. So you start off with these. These are to be done not for high number of repetitions. This is done in a Russian pyramid approach. So you're doing a 7-second hold, 3 to 5 second relaxation on the floor. And you're starting off with sets of 2, 3, 5, and then taking a full 2 to 3 minutes in between your sets to rest and allow the neurology or the neurological system to dial down and cool off before you come back and do again. The quality is what is important for these. If you start to feel that you're making too many adaptations or you're not doing it quite right, stop the set and move on from there. So if you enjoyed this video in how to modify the McGill Crunch using either a towel or a rolled up sweatshirt, make sure you're clicking subscribe down below. And here on the HVTraining YouTube channel, we are here to teach you from experience the basics, the fundamentals. There's nothing flashy here. We're going to give you the exercises and the modifications that will help you feel better, move better, and really train smarter and not harder. So until next time, remember to train smarter, not harder, because it is all about you.